Alright, Shalom. When first start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and others, great millstone, rule well. Peace, salutation to the hopeful elect. Alright, you men pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth, man. Alright, presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice, week in, week out, daily, man. Okay, pushing this word, man. Whether it's on YouTube, social media, etc., man. Real quick, just a quick lesson for today. Could go into how we don't need to be focused on teaching really any woman, but another man's woman, and to be specific, because you got a lot of cases where you have women that are, interested about the truth, and they want to learn, but 10 times out of 10, they have a man. Because we know, according to the book, that sex is marriage. So even if they're not, or they're claiming to be single right now, 9 times out of 10, she's not a fucking virgin. So she does indeed have a man. But just on a regular note, if she is single, by all means, you can teach her. But me personally, I wouldn't teach her. If I ain't got plans with being with somebody, man, I'm not finna even waste my breath, trying to give you whole breakdowns. Now, if you ask a question here and there, it ain't nothing to answer a question, but you want to break down some scriptures and this and that, man, and I ain't with you, you know what I'm saying? You got to go somewhere else for that, But, like I said, point of the lesson being, for when a brother gets approached by a woman that has a man, okay, and she asks these questions, okay, we're not supposed to teach another man's woman, okay? We're not even supposed to be conversating with them, not at all, all right? This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 35, or I'll start at 33, just to get the backstory. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. Okay, first and foremost, if you out on the highways and byways, and you have a woman coming up, you ask a question, cool, but you gotta understand, it gotta be at the right time. You can't be trying to cut brothers off, while they talking and shit, because you're not supposed to be speaking in the first fucking place, all right? Verse 35. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. Once again, all right, the Lord is letting it be known. It's shameful for y'all to be speaking in the church, man, okay? If you need to know anything, if you want to know anything, go ask your mans at home, all right? And this is part of the law, because you got to realize, when these things is written about, everybody understands, everybody has a somewhat sense of the truth to an extent, okay? So it wouldn't be nothing for a woman to go home, hey, babe, what does this mean, and he breaks it down. But nowadays, you got stupid-ass niggas, okay? And it's been, there was a woman that asked me a question, I told her, you got to ask your mans. And I was like, if anything, send him to me, I can break it down to him, then after that, he gives it to you. But these niggas don't even want to know the truth, man, okay? Here it is, you got women basically begging their men, all right, to talk to hopeful men of the Lord, to get the breakdown so they can get the breakdown as well. And these niggas don't even want to do it, man, They steady thinking somebody trying to take their bitch or something, man. All right, we not worried about no damn women on this side right now, man. All right, we trying to get on a chariot. All right, we trying to be with your joint heirs with your house shot, man. Okay, so taking another man's woman, first and foremost, that's adultery. Okay, and that's the last thing on our mind right now, man. All right, we got I dropped that on my phone. We got big things, Salakia. We got bigger things planned for us, man. All right, we got bigger things to hope for than to fuck the next man's bitch. Okay. And a sincere brother won't try to use the word to try and get no play, All right, but that's what I'm saying. That's the law. Okay, you're supposed to ask your woman, or not ask your woman, Salaki. You're supposed to ask your man If you're a woman, you're supposed to go home and ask your man. All right, that's the way the Lord has it. All right, let me pull this scripture real quick. Like I said, man, this ain't gonna be too long. I'm probably gonna pull like 2-3 scripts, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Gotta find this one. Real quick. This is First Timothy's chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Okay, and that's what you're supposed to do, man. You're supposed to learn in silence. All right, and that's another thing, man. You women, when a brother tries to break it down to you, y'all tend to talk too fucking much, man. Okay, you can't learn and talk at the same time. All right, the Lord gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, man. So you're supposed to be doing more listening instead of more talking. All right, shut the hell up and let the brother, do what he do. Let him get his break it down. If you're single, all right. Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. All right. So the Lord is making it very clear of the condition of women concerning the church, concerning the word. All right. We're not talking about your church, your Christian church, and even then, and that's the crazy part. These people are claiming to follow the book. You niggas is completely out of order. You got women up there fucking doing sermons and shit, man. You got elders, you calling these bitches elders and shit. They ain't got no knowledge with the scriptures, man. All right? the Lord didn't give them no damn knowledge towards the scripts, man. Why? Because he's not dealing with them, man. Okay? Real quick, this is Job 39:17. Because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. Okay? So the Lord has deprived you women from understanding anything. All right? So you can't, damn, I need Wi-Fi. Oh, matter of fact, no, I don't. You can't expect to, have a full-on breakdown of this. You can get the simple milk, but a lot of women ain't finna swallow the whole, women cannot swallow the whole roll, man. She's an Israelite until you bring up Isaiah 4:1, all right? Then everything's, I ain't with that, That's when the nigga woman comes out, okay? Real quick, bear with me, Akim. I'm trying to paraphrase this scripture. Oh, shit. All right, boom. Ezekiel 34. Let's see. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 31. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so the Lord's flock, man, is men. Okay, it only consists of men. The Lord only deals with men throughout all of time, man. There ain't no damn women out there on the highways and byways. All right, the Lord didn't appoint them to do that, man. Okay, he gave you your designated job, and he gave the men the designated job. That's just how the Lord has it. All right, and like I said, man, you go to a Christian church, and you got bitches up there doing sermons, man, trying to break down scriptures, and they have no understanding of that, man. All right, the Lord isn't even dealing with you on that level, man. All right, if you're a righteous woman of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that's hey, all praises, but he's not dealing with you on that type of level that you may want to be, There's a lot of women that want to fucking teach. The Lord isn't dealing with you on that level, man. That's just something that you gotta realize, man. Okay? Same thing with men. All men aren't set up to be prophets, man. Okay? Some are just set up to be believers or helpers of the prophets. All right? That's just how the Lord, that's your lot. Okay? So, hey, man, it is what it is, The Lord has things set up for a certain reason, man. All right. Like I brought up, man, he's not the author of confusion, okay? So it's all done in righteousness, okay? And if you jump down to verse 40 in 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter, real quick, and then I'm going to get to the last scripture. First Corinthians 14 and 40. Let all things be done decently and in order. Okay, once again, you gotta follow the order, man. All right, it's Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, man, woman, child. That's the order, man. You gotta follow that. Okay. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine. Okay, you're not supposed to be sitting with another man's wife whatsoever. Okay, don't be spending no money on her. Don't go chill with her. You know, there ain't no, oh, can we link? Nah, none of that shit, man. Okay, you're not supposed to be dealing with her at all. Okay, I wouldn't even go as far to having a conversation with the bitch, man. Okay, and he tells you why. Least, I'll keep reading. Least thine heart incline unto her, basically, so you'll start to feel some type of way towards her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. Okay, what's that destruction, man? All right, you chill with a woman for so long, eventually you can buy shit. You know, I'm trying to pop, but you know she has a man. All right, and eventually, man, you continue to chill with her. Hey, next thing you know, you end up popping her. Now you done committed adultery. Now you going off on a mass level, man. Okay, we already in the flesh and we already fuck up as is. So for you to go and do that, that just shows you don't give a fuck about the law, man. All right, that's why the Lord has it set up that way, man. Once again, let all things be done decently and in order, man. Okay, do not deal with any other man's wife. Don't try to teach another man's wife. Okay, really, truth be told, don't be trying to teach these fucking bitches, man. They're not gonna get it. It's not for them. It wasn't made for them. They were made to be submissive and follow. But if they can't even do that shit, what the hell are you trying to teach her for, man? If you're not bringing that woman under your wing, if it's not your rib, you shouldn't be trying to teach her shit, man. That's just the bottom line. She asked a question here today, all right, cool, whatever. But besides that, man, hey, man, I'll leave that shit. That shit for the birds, man, okay? But, yeah, man, just a quick lesson real quick, man. Lord willing, this is edifying to you, Akim, man. Once again, call Layim La Abanawa, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chakodash, Double on City, Apostle of the Great Millstone, real well. All right, until next time, man, Shalom, Mawaf, Love, Ball.